Hello, welcome to EarthBound, where tonight we're going to be playing more EarthBound. I'm very excited about it. I've never actually gotten this far in EarthBound before, and I'm really quite enjoying it, within reason of course, because, you know, I'm still like I'm only about 7 hours in, so I don't really have a good idea of like how long it's going to take to get to one place to the next, but I'm willing to try some things. I'm willing to, you know, do what must be done. Do what must be done. But EarthBound, let's just like dive right into it because honestly, I got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, no, I want the 4x3 because that is the more accurate one. So, viewers may recall that last time I played EarthBound, I got really excited about a video game being available, and so I went and got it, and I played multiplayer of it, and it was quite fun. We got like nothing except the chocolate spray paint or chocolate Kirby, and I've unlocked every zone. So yeah, I played with a couple friends, and it's very much worth it. Obviously, like, this isn't the time or place to really discuss the whole matters related to Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, because we're gonna be playing EarthBound, but, like, you know what? This is my favorite game, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, so... Oh shit, hang on, let me close this, because it's getting crackly. So, the audio through my headphones and on stream is gone, and it will be back hopefully momentarily. It always does that. It always gets like a little crackly. I don't know why. But yeah, all motion. It's like but yeah, that's my favorite game ever. I'm like the only person I know who champions that game. It's kind of wild. Amelia VA, thank you so much for subbing at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 27 months. How are ya? How you doing? What's new with you in your world? You having a good evening? I have some fun stuff to talk about tonight. I'm alive. You're alive! And you're here to watch EarthBound. EarthBound. You made it to the EarthBound stream. We're playing more EarthBound. There's like a video of like some 5-year-old kid. No, probably more like 8. And he's like running around and he's just singing EarthBound, EarthBound. And it's like, I don't know what it is. I cannot find it. And he just says EarthBound, EarthBound. You know, like just as if it's like a Pokemon name. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so out of context. We're shooting slugs. That's right, it's been a little bit since I've played this one. But, we're here. And we're playing EarthBound. I've been enjoying it. I think it's like... I've heard anecdotally that the start of EarthBound is... Okay. Is like... a little mean to the player. Oh. But Jeff cannot carry anything more. Throw something away to what I want to throw away. Do I have a cookie? Like, see, the problem is I just don't know if I should get rid of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will leave the bread roll behind. It'll be fine. Oh no, the attack slug. Oh, 1 point of damage. High guts on this mouse though. Do I want actual tips? If I want tips, I'll ask. I'll ask for them, let's put it that way. Like, you will know if I would like tips. Because, last time, I stopped here because I was very tired, and I couldn't figure out where to go. You know what I mean? Like, I was having a weird time where, like, there's a rope that I couldn't grab, and I think I know what to do now, but, like, you know, I'm sort of going through this in... This part of the game is extremely brutal. I thought the first part of the game was extremely brutal. You're telling me that this is the hard part? Well, geez. Look at all these mushrooms. I sure hope nothing bad happens to me. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the first... What do you... I thought the first part of the game was when you had Ness and you're in on it. Because I, like, game overed, like, 7 times. I love how, you know, I went to Tucson... And I basically got a second party member, which was really cool. And then I immediately was sent to a place where I once again had one party member. Which is just like, I think it's a little perfect, honestly. Let's use a slime generator. What's gonna happen? Then Paula was the first part, yeah? Okay. Are these items multi-use? Okay, they are, good. I don't think bottle rockets are multi-use, but... Okay. Unable to move. Yeah. Now this is the first part. I need a cookie, but I can't get rid of anything. Do I have... Oh, Jeff leveled up. Good. Good. I think the only game's real flaw is the inventory. I agree. So much. Like, okay, what does the ruler do? Okay, what does the defense spray do? Gone after 1 use. Okay. Like, I think what I have to do here is I have to use the pack of bubblegum. Yeah, and then I have to use that to get the rope to come down. Like, I didn't know that that's what I had to do the first time. I was, like, stuck. And so I just went to bed, and it was good. Okay. I'm gonna do the cool EarthBound trick that pro EarthBound gamers do. That did not help me at all. Let's do it again. Okay, this is manageable. That'll work. Okay, what do you have to say? Hello. Only Ness can absorb the power of this place. Okay. Well, never mind. Guess we'll go right along. What? Kikiwiki, now she's my type. I think I'll ask her for a date. There he goes. What? Who? Oh no. Who are you? Oh. You're not a friend. You engaged the cave boy. Well, let's use a bottle rocket. Okay. Didn't work on him. What about, slime? It did not work on the cave boy. How about... What about a big bottle rocket? There we go. I probably just used a really good item. But I leveled up, so, you know, is the trade worth it? Potentially? Stonehenge? What? What is this? You were gonna die if you didn't. Yeah, exactly. I was justified. I was acting in self-defense. Oh, what the fuck is this? For some reason, a very large iron eraser Do we need... Do we need an eraser like we needed the pencil eraser? That's so stupid. I love that. This game got a funny sense of humor. Alright, let's actually, like, do this shit. Oh, God! You kids don't look very bright. There's only one of me. It's called Stonehenge. UFOs often visit here. Yes, that Stonehenge. This is the real Stonehenge, everyone! Stonehenge! It's Stonehenge, everyone! We found it! The real meaning of Stonehenge? Have cave boys. Stick. No. Okay. Run away. I cannot run away in this game. I have only run away once in the many times I have tried to run away. Like, look at this. Look at this. I'm trying... Well, Jeff died. Ugh. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I was not paying attention as I was wandering around, so I don't feel bad. Saves me time, because literally there's no penalty, because, like, I mean, look, I have $1. Oh, what? There's a lab. Who are you, Doctor? Mr. Brickroad, the Dungeon Maker, referred you, right? And not only that, what? Who? My son? Oh, I can't believe it. You're Jeff, my son! Oh, that's my character's dad. Okay. Oh, those glasses look good on you. How about a donut? Well, I was only offering. I'd also like a donut right now. Okay, what are you doing? Why are you here? I'll try to help you out. I'm trying to make a phase distorter that can connect 2 points in space and time. It's still incomplete. The Sky Runner. Get in! Let's go with 10... Let's get together again in 10 years or so. Oh. Oh, this is the Sky Runner. Hey son, how did you escape boarding school? I thought I trapped you there. Hey, look, it's got the mass energy conversion on the chalkboard. I guess I wanted to explore a bit, but you know, I guess we'll just do this. Sure, why not? Ugh. I went to the gym before this. I have my nasal strip. I just took it off and it's like, ah, crap. I can't breathe through my nose anymore. I'm sure we'll be back there and there'll be plenty of, like, good things, so whatever. No big donut. Oh, look, it's the desert. Wow. Wahoo! And a monkey in a box and a thing. In the mountains. It looks like one of those things that a waiter would bring out, you know, like the serving trays, and you pull up the top and it's like, wow! Here's your meal. Oh shit. I got the ping. We're about to friggin' annihilate something, aren't we? That's a whole child! Where are they being kept? Where could they possibly be? Do I need to do something with that? I'm assuming no. Boom! And Jeff died. Man, oh man, did that ever scare me. This Skyrunner, I guess, took a little damage while landing. Oh well. You have to explain a thing. I'm Jeff. I came because you called me. I'm not very strong, really nearsighted, kind of shy, and I tend to be a little reckless. This is just the way I am. You cannot possibly fathom the hype of this moment in EarthBound Mother lore. Alright, let's get to the journey then. Jeff joined you. You're right, I don't understand any of the hype. Jeff, use a gun. Oh, huh, how about that? Alright, now we have 3 party members. Let's go. I love having 3 party members. I love it so much. In fact, that I can't wait to just, like, destroy everyone with my, PK fire. Jeff already pulling his weight. Did something very mysterious. Okay. Let's use PSI freeze. Jeff, use the pop gun on the zombie. Okay, right. I gotta use PSI ice. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do PSI freeze on the possessor and shoot the urban zombie. Ah, Jeff's down. The pop gun is an equipment piece. Well... good to know, I guess. You don't really use it like an item. Yeah, that's fair. Fuck! I don't know why I'm so, like, yawny. Jeff's dead. Let's go take him to the hospital. And I don't have a PSI to... Does PSI healing, like, get rid of a cold? Yes, it does. Okay, good. He's just unalive. He's a little transparent set of pixelated dots. Got $102 for this leg of the race. We're in Threed. Where is that dang hospital? It's... And the X-Buttons hospital. Okay, cool. Yep. Let's revive our buddy. I want to revive Jeff. 120 bucks. I don't have it. Give me more money. Where's the ATM? How does a hospital not have a fucking ATM? Okay, maybe the drugstore has an ATM. Yep. That's the phone. This is the ATM. I want to withdraw, like, oh my god, I have so much money. I want to withdraw, $222. And then I need to, like, heal at a hotel. Let's go into that hospital. The most fancy thing in this useful is the hospital's a good place to go. Look, the hospital can be a good place if, like, you know, you don't have to pay the hospital taxi fee. Or the excessive fees that often arise from handling equipment Because heaven help you, you have to pay $35 for a nurse to handle a thing. I wish my money got a back after killing bugs. Rune, they do. They do, though. Money gets into your account because you kill software bugs. Just a different kind of bug. Look at this dude, he's just smiling. Hello? Yes. Okay, I'm just full healing. You walked right into that one. I mean, like, it was so easy. Good morning. Good morning. Kind of comfy. Good morning. The Zombie Herald. 2 human kids escape by somehow opening their cage. Hey, that's me. No, that can't be me. There's 3 of us. Alright. What's the deal now, huh? We are out of here. Some dude just ran into the circus tent. Many people ran into the circus tent. I left my wife and kids at home to escape this tent. That's you, jackass. Why don't we get all the zombies in this tent and set it on fire? Frankly, I'm running scared. I just mean I am frightened. Saturday morning cartoon. Why did you come here in that flying contraption? I think it'd be wise to save the game. Yeah. Yeah. It's always wise to save your game. It's always so wise to save the game. I do have rewinds for what it's worth, but like... Hey, Dad. Just want to save. Okay, so. Okay. Ah! It is the yawning episode. The one where Voltage yawns because he's so brain dead. He's so fundamentally dead in the brain. Y'all want to hear a story? Once I figure out where to go, I got a good story. About, you know, okay, so like... Yeah, I'll get to where I'm supposed to be going, which... Frankly, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, but I'll figure it out. I'll just talk to people until someone tells me what to do. The band was really noisy, the ghost didn't approach the bus. Okay. Yeah, let's figure out where we want to go. That's right, there's a rumor that Belch is screwing up everything. That's right, we gotta find Belch. That's the magic of JRPGs. You just talk to people, and they, like, tell you what to do. I kinda love that about JRPGs. I recently posted my, oh, these fucks. I recently posted my gosh dang Topsters 25 favorite games kind of thing. And like half of them are JRPGs. A fifth of them are Pokemon. And then like 2 are Uchikoshi games, 4 are Metroidvanias, 3 are Metroid just games. You know, just like, you know, shit, yeah. Yeah, the thing that is so characteristic of me. And then 2 of them are different football games. One is Retro Bowl and one is Backyard Football 98. So, and like, I'd say a good half of these games are Game Boy Advance games or DS games. I'm a wimpy little guy, so I cannot open the door, you know? It's scary. But I made my Topster chart before everyone else made theirs. Aye, a zombie. Oh yeah, they're watching a movie. Mine would be like Chrono Trigger 25 times. Chrono Trigger's like on there. Breath of the Wild is on there. If I remake it, if I were to put in more thought, I think Wind Waker would go on there. Wind Waker is incredibly fun. It's stupendous. This looks suspect. No. Wind Waker is a stupendous game. Maybe I probably wouldn't have... I don't know if maybe... Okay, so that's where I came from. There was a lady, the weird lady who put me in there. There's the Hint House. I don't have that much money. I don't have that much money. I feel that putting more than one Pokemon game isn't fair, they're all the same. That's not true, Rune. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is fundamentally different from Pokemon Black 2. Which is also... I mean, I did put Pokemon White and Pokemon Black 2 on there, so yeah, I could take White off of there. But I just love Gen 5. If I had to replace a game on there with a different one, though, I would probably put... Wait, what? Did I not put Kirby 64 on there? Okay, never mind. That is a completely invalid list because Kirby 64 is not on there. Sorry, I've lied to all of you. Okay, where the flip is Belch. Let's find out. Let's go into every house. It's none of your business that we have a small house. Just keep the friggin' whispering out there. Okay. I'm gonna go back into the cemetery again. I'm just like vibing, you know? Like, you know, existing in EarthBound. I feel, okay, here's a soapbox moment I can talk about. Because the stream is my platform. And it's one that I often share my thoughts and opinions on, etc., etc. I think that one of the most frustrating things about gaming these days is, like, impatience, and being impatient with regards to, like, knowing where to go and what to do. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, part of the appeal of gaming sometimes is just, like, existing in a world. I think as a streamer, I've sort of had this... I've had moments when I'm streaming where I'm like, shit, I feel like I have to constantly be making progress in the game in some capacity, otherwise I'm, like, being boring or not entertaining, you know? Like, it's the idea that... It's the idea that, like, no one wants to see you struggle, no one wants to see you do stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they want to see you get through the game, but they don't want to see you, like, do the dumb thing. I have the pop gun equipped. Oh, stun gun. Look. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Like, you know, I'm allowed to make mistakes while playing games. I'm allowed to be kind of stupid sometimes, you know, like... Not saying that anyone does this, it's just like... Sometimes when I play a game for the first time, I will often run into problems or things of that nature, and I find Magnum Gun... Whoa. Yeah, let's go. Like... I've noticed that, like, I do this sometimes to other people, too, where I'm like, oh, let me just tell you about the hard thing so you don't have to struggle like I did. And I feel like that ruins kind of the fun of it sometimes, because sometimes you do just want to, like... you do just want to, like, you know, get through the game. But, like, I don't mind being bad, you know? Like, I don't mind playing it as if no one is watching, because I feel like that's kind of fun. Oh, I do want the hard hat. I feel like sometimes the idea that no one is watching makes a gaming experience a lot more fuck. Let's use life up. You know, like, yeah, there is merit to watching people struggle, obviously. I mean, that's kind of fun and why you watch certain streamers. But then there's, like, you know, if I'm playing the game and my goal of the game is to play it, you know, like, I'm gonna try and do what I can with the experience and, you know, experience it to the best of my ability. Again, not saying I don't like backseat gaming, like, I don't mind it. It's just, like, I've noticed that I do it, I know that other people do it, where, like, they're so enthusiastic about a game that they want the person that they're watching to not struggle in the way that they may have. Plain old garbage. And, like, I think that there is some merit to watching people struggle. I think, like, you know, you get to experience overcoming it. I almost feel like it's almost inauthentic, or, like, dare I say, it cheapens the experience of the game as a whole when someone comes up to you and says, oh, 3 chapters from now there's a really hard boss coming up that you should have this for that you'll find over here. It's like, well, you found it without any help, so they can find it without any help. It's like gamer-splaining, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to help people unless they ask. And that like, I am guilty of this. I am completely guilty of this. When I see one of my friends playing a game I'm really enthusiastic about, I want them to get as much of the experience as possible. And sometimes I overstep my boundaries and tell them, hey, you should do this because it's good. He stares into your soul. Hey, Effie Snake. How are you? Let's use, I want to attack him. Okay, I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. So why don't I... That is the tricky part. Oh, God. How are you, Effie Snake? How are you doing this lovely evening? Are you enjoying yourself? I love this little fight music. It's so goofy. I'm very glad I have 3 party members now. You're good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. So I wasn't supposed to go to that part of town. Bus has been cancelled in this area. Okay, Zombie Relief Corps. I wet my pants just thinking about it. Okay, so it's clear that, like, up there is where I need to go, but I don't know how to get past them. You know what I mean? What do you want? Oh, that's kind of good. A rust promoter. Rust promoter? Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. Let me talk to just everyone and see what I can find. If anything. They got these carts down here, and then they're darker carts down here. And there's a dog. Wait, what is... What? What? What the fuck? Boogie tent? What? Boogie tent. I'm so confused. What? Huh? How the fuck is how is a tent attacking me? What? What the fuck? Let's use a ruler. Let's hit the tent with the ruler. That did nothing. Spewed fly honey out of his mouth. Let's use PSI, Paula. Let's try freezing it. Let's freeze a tent? 51 damage. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. No. I'm going back because I didn't want to. I did not want to auto attack. I wanted to use PSI life up on Paula. Ness is like my DPS and my not DP, my healer. It's kind of wild. How is it dodging? We are shooting at the broadside of a tent and we are missing. Like, we beat a tent. That was good. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be shocked because it's, you know, EarthBound, but like, I got PSI magnet. Oh baby! Oh baby! Oh baby! Okay. Oh, the zombies, they got the treasure. Okay, so that was what I was supposed to do. Well, let's see here. There's a jar of fly honey. What does that do? Jar of fly honey. Belch's favorite food in the whole world. It smells really, really nasty. We're talking major stinkage here. God damn, that localization. I cannot believe there was just a fucking evil tent at the bottom of Threed, and somehow I just missed it? Like, okay. Handsome Tom and his cohort. Let's use the fire and we'll shoot. We're shooting at Trick or Treat Kid. I'm gonna go to the hotel after this anyway, so. Provided Paula don't die, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be good if she didn't die. I would appreciate it if she didn't die. Okay. This game taught me what cohort meant. Okay, we gotta go to the hospital. Which doesn't have an ATM. Alright, let's go and get fucking $400. Okay, now that I know where I'm going, let me tell you a fun... Okay, maybe it's not fun. Let me tell you what's been happening in my world recently that I can talk about it now. There wasn't like an end... Oh. Hi, Apple Kid. Oh. Zombie paper. Okay. Great. Perfect. Okay, that's actually great, because that times very well. So... I just keep getting interrupted. Let's just pretend that you're Ness and I'll give this to you.
Oh, hello, Ness.
That's such a quirky little bit. That's right, Ness. Yeah, I've done my duty and give Apple Kids thingamajig. Well, goodbye. What if you gave it to Paula? He did give it to Paula. Where the fuck is the hotel? Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. So, I'm gonna tell you all a little bit about what's been going on in my life, and I'm gonna be as vague as I can be, because, like, the situation is more or less dealt with, I hope. But let me tell you a little some about myself and my life as a grad student. One of the things I have to do as a graduate student is help grade homework assignments for this class that's basically introductory nuclear physics. So it's like quantum physics for nuclear engineers. And we've been going over, like, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and we've been going over, now we're getting into, like, some resonance absorption and some, like, Rutherford's model of the atom, and then we're gonna go into Bohr's model of the atom, etc., etc. Like, this is only relevant to you if you plan to stay in physics. Like, it's learning the fundamentals, right? So when we assign homework problems, those problems are generally going to be useful in some capacity. We are not trying to weed people out of this class because they're juniors, and juniors have made it through, like, Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3. Some people call it Calc 4. I learned it as differential equations and linear algebra. Like, they have done well enough to get to their third year of college at an institution that, like, a public university, sure, but, you know, like, it's the University of Michigan. It's like, it's a pretty reputable public school, right? And so, like, you have to be capable in some capacity to get to the third year of college, you know? In physics, and be taking quantum physics. Like, you could get to your third year of college and be taking, I don't know, like, political science, and that's just as valid. But this is in physics, too. So, like, these people are very adept with knowing how to work with numbers and work with, like, fundamentally not very clear concepts. We would hope, right? You would absolutely hope that. And I, as a grad student, am, like, teaching this now, which is, like, kind of crazy to me. And, you know, I had my lecture and everything. But one of my primary responsibilities for that fucking class is to grade homework, and it's about as miserable as it sounds. Like, you think you hate doing homework and you're phoning it in? Like, I'm not phoning in grading necessarily, but I hate it when I have to try and read people's handwriting because they can't be bothered to literally put a space between a line of math. They'll put, like, three steps of math on a single, like, fucking college-ruled piece of paper, and then just expect me to be able to read it. They'll scribble it out. Like, can you erase at the very least if you are going to use a pencil? Because it seems like you're going to use a pencil, but clearly no. Clearly that is not possible. Like, I've literally had to tell students, if I cannot read your work, I will not give you partial credit. If your answer is right, you're still not going to get full credit because I can't follow your steps and correct it. The whole point of homework is to be able to demonstrate you know what the hell you're doing by presenting your work in a complete and organized fashion, right? Like, this is like pulling teeth for some people. Some people love to just, like, write their homework and then, like, take a photo of it, scribbled out. Like, it's like, do your scratch work on another piece of paper and then transcribe your work. Like, this is not rocket science. This is, in fact, nuclear science. But, like, okay, it's fine. Some people have taken to writing on, like, their notes app or, like, whatever with their iPads and whatever, and that's great, that's cool. The best students are the ones who use LaTeX and write up their homeworks in LaTeX. I love those people. I want to give them, like, a real, like, pat on the back and say, hey, you are going places in life. I was about to say, it's pretty close to rocket science. You can use nuclear physics for rocket science, but... Okay, so I've placed the zombie paper on the tent floor. So I'm gonna go now. I've heard that this bit is really glitchy, by the way, if you check it. It's weird that it lags. Like... That's weird. Anyway. Returning to this discussion, though. Like, I try my best to be a good grader and a good, like, TA. I try to be the TA that I wish I had, right? Because fundamentally, my job is to help teach students this complicated stuff. And I want to make sure that they know it and learn it so that when they go out into the world, that they can't be like, oh, I had a shit TA who didn't teach me anything. So I try to be very, very clear about how I grade things. And I try to be very clear about, like, giving as many points as possible and redirecting people as I need. And usually people do really well when it comes to just writing their homework and doing what they need to do. But occasionally, I've noticed that, like, sometimes people will answer homeworks and they'll just be, like, so wrong, it raises a red flag, you know? Like, it's like, shit, you really don't understand this. Like, you really need assistance. Email me, and I will help you. And of course, they never email me. Like, there's only a few people who actually email me, and those are the students who, like, are clearly the ones who are trying and succeeding, or, you know, they're the ones who are going to do the best. Like, it's just a fact. And many students they're still juniors, right? So they don't understand that it is more than okay to ask for help. In fact, it's encouraged because, like, if you don't understand something, it's better to ask about it before you submit it and do it wrong. Especially when it's on an exam. And so homework, it is graded. It's graded, you know, it's 10%. Homework is, homework, every homework grade gets added up, and then the percent you get on that is 30% of your grade. So it's, like, non-negligible. You should try to do well on the homework. But if you don't succeed, you are not fucked. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you give a good attempt and get most of the points on the homework, you'll do well on the exam, because the exam are homework questions. And if you're not doing well on an exam, on a homework question, you should email me, because I will help you. Like, I will give you as close to the answer as I can give you without just telling you the answer. And I will tell you how to go about this and what you should think about when you see this problem. You know, so, like, I look for these red flags, right? Moments where students either clearly don't understand the material, or they really don't understand the problem at all. What do I mean by this? A red flag example might be, for example, answering a homework question in 3 parts when the assigned textbook question only has 2 parts. Like, do you see what's going on here? Like, when I say, okay, do parts A and B on a problem that only has parts A and B, and you submit a part C, like, what? I mean, are you trying to go above and beyond to, like, answer a question the textbook might have tried to ask later? Because, like, you're not going to get extra credit for answering a question that isn't there. Like, it's like if a server were to bring me out something I didn't order and I ate it anyway, and then they expected me to pay for it. Like, I'm not gonna pay you. I might tip you because, you know, like, tipping is, you know, essential in this day and age. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know your life, but when a student submits a problem with 3 answers, and there's only 2 answers required. In fact, there's only 2 questions in the entire problem, and they answer 3 questions with a very similar, the first 2 answers of that question, or of that problem, are questions that are assigned, but then the third one is not, and I have no idea where it came from. To me, that's a bit of a red flag. Don't you think? Don't you think, chat? That seems a little strange. Don't you think? Hey Sigma, I'm well. I'm telling a story about what I've had to deal with the past a little bit ago, fairly recently. So, but like, why answer a 2-part problem in 3 parts? You know, that question was burning into my brain, and so, you know, when you have a question, you should go to the internet and ask. So I googled, why would a student answer a 2-part problem in 3 parts? And they said, the search engine came back to me and they said they might be cheating. Cheating on a homework? I've never heard of such a situation. I've never heard of anyone ever cheating on their homework in their life. Side note, how do I get rid of this ghost possessing me? Turns out, for those of you who did not go to engineering classes, there is a website on the internet. There's many websites on the internet, but there's a specific website on the internet called Chegg. C-H-E-G-G. And the whole point of Chegg is that it's literally just a website where you pay $20 a month, mind you. I do want an answer to the ghost question. You pay $20 a month to just get homework answers. Like, answers for a textbook. Like, you're literally paying to get the answers. Oh, I have to go to the hospital and... Yeah, that makes sense. And so... the thing is, though, the answers on Chegg vary dramatically. Like, one answer on Chegg might be just like a PDF version of the solution manual for the textbook. Which, like, well, you can't really counter that. That's probably right. You know, like, if I had to bet money on that, I would say that's probably accurate. Within reason. And then, there are the answers on Chegg that are just answered by a random person. Like, fucking anonymous user 1319 or something, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who this person is, you don't know where they are, you don't know what their qualifications are. They've just, like... they've just answered the question. It's like, okay, great. Thanks. I don't know who you are and if you're qualified enough. Like, when you copy that answer from Chegg, you're basically putting your entire faith into the hands of someone who just has, like, moderately nice handwriting. It's dumb. Like, it's like fucking going to hire your old classmate who dropped out of, like, the local state college after a semester for, like, who knows what reasons, and got, like, really into Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. And, like, you ask him to file your taxes because he made $500,000 trading shitty PNGs, and ooh, taxes are really hard. We call that Stack Overflow in the programming field. But see, Stack Overflow, like, you can get people with accounts, and like that. Chegg, like, I've seen some people with accounts, but like, Stack Overflow is reputable, and it's not homework. And if it is homework, it's not explicitly homework. Excuse me, Voltage, they're JPEGs? Yeah, fair. Okay, you got me there. But like, you know, like, yeah, okay, oh man, doing taxes is so hard, so I'm gonna get a dude who is really into NFTs to do my taxes for me, because he probably knows how to do his taxes really good. You know, like, it's just so irresponsible. No, Ruin, they're .tiffs. What's my looking like? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I need 180. And it's like, you know, sometimes Chegg ends up having the solutions from an older version of the textbook, which is great. Except for the fact that, you know, if you're not really paying attention, if you're just like copying word for word from Chegg. Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. If you're copying word from Chegg, and you don't know that it's from an older version of the book, and you don't even bother to, like, look at the question that you ask, that's being asked, right? Like, you literally copy the text of the question of the PDF of the textbook into Google, take the first result, and just write it all down. You know, like, then yeah, I mean, I could see how, for example, you might end up somehow answering more questions than you should. I hope you see what I'm getting at here, as I've rambled about. So, okay, and here's a fair question. This is a fair question. What if the student was using the 2nd edition textbook as opposed to the 4th edition, which is the one that we use in Clash? Like, what if? That is a very real possibility. And so, I'll tell you, we did it. We taught those stupid zombies a lesson. Let's look at the zombies in the tent. You're saying the more... Oh, they're all stuck to the floor. I'll blame you after my death. There's no response. I just want to save my own skin. You're the enemy of all zombies, you monster! Pretty girl paper. Oh, dude. Drink water. So, like, again. What if they're using the 2nd edition? Like, maybe that is their work and they just used the 2nd edition textbook and they got the right answer. The problem is that the answer that was on Chegg for that question and the answer that the student posted in their homework assignment, not only were they identical, but they were all horribly wrong. Like, not even remotely close to the right answer. Like, not even wrong units, wrong order of magnitude. Like, it was bad. Like, I'm amazed that, like, people did not quality check this on Chegg. You know, like, it was just so obviously wrong, right? Like, it's incredible to me. And so, you know, what am I supposed to do? Like, I was the good little narc I was. I checked line by line to make sure that, like, before I told the professor teaching the course, who is also my advisor, that, hey, I am pretty confident that this student pretty much just copied an answer word for word from Chegg and got it wrong, and here are the screenshots. Like, I went line by line, and I did the problem, tried to follow that math that way to get there, to try to get to that answer. And it was like, this is not what you do. This is not what you do on this problem. Like, you multiply the top and bottom by C so that you can get it in terms of energy and in terms of mass and make sure that your units check out. You don't convert to joules and then into fucking, like, the units on the momentum in the traditional units, like the kilogram meters per second, were wrong. You know? Like, just, they were wrong. I assume someone getting caught doing that is an automatic failure outright. So the policy for that is that if it's sort of like on a discretionary basis, because this is a homework assignment, right? Like, this is not, students are not only encouraged to look up with this, like, talk with people about doing the homework together, but like, they've been outright said, like, the professor literally said, like, he expects students to probably be able to find solutions online, and that they should use those to verify their own work, you know? Like, it's not even like, don't do it. It's like, if you think that there is a resource out there that will help you learn, do your own work and verify it with yourself, you know? Like, and to be fair, I think that's a very valid way of doing things, because honestly, when it comes to concepts, seeing how someone has gotten through a problem is helpful, because you get to see what steps they take so that you can do the steps yourself, even if it initially starts as like mindlessly copying. Even if it starts as a mindless, like, I don't know why they did this, but I'm going to do it, and maybe along the way as I trace their work, I can get some insight. It is another thing to just mindlessly copy. Verify and copy are two very different things. Exactly. And so, since this is a homework, like, we could in theory give a warning, because if we did file a report to the College of Engineering, then they'd have to open an investigation, and then they'd have to do a lot of stuff, and it would go on a while, and it would likely lead to punishment, you know, and I don't want to think about it. I take no joy in thinking about how someone might, you know, in a moment of perhaps there was a busy week or something happened, one reason or another, and like they had to do what they felt was best at the risk of, you know, academic integrity. I am not going to be the person to judge that, and I do not take any joy in like ruining someone's potential life. You know, like that does not bring me any joy. That said, like, this was blatant copying. Like, blatant, just disregard for anything. Like, if you're going to copy work you found on the internet, the least you can do is do it yourself. Like, do the exact process, and not just rewrite it. Like, the student, literally, the only difference that they had was that they grouped like terms. Like, so if there was like a C times a C, or like a V times a V, or a V squared times a V squared, they made it V to the fourth, or C squared, you know, like, they put those together. And it's like, okay. So I emailed my advisor, I emailed the professor, the same person, and I narked, because, you know, I have to do that. It is the thing to do. Ta-da! There's a skip sandwich DX. Very good. There's another possibility you hadn't considered. Oh yeah? What is it? They might have just been a complete moron? Oh no, I took that very much into account. That was like, after verifying, or after, I guess, checking just a couple other contingencies to make sure that I didn't look like a dude who was just, like, out to get someone, I then proceeded to email Professor, and I explained... Okay, I didn't need to heal Jeff. I then explained what happened, why I think this, and here's my quote-unquote proof. You know, so... that's how it went. And then, so the professor emailed the student, and the student, the professor just asked, hey, can you meet me after class? And the professor asked me to be there as well. And so after class yesterday, we went down, and like, I had also graded the homework after this, the one that was due on Monday. So the initial accusations were for homework 4, and then this was for homework 5. And wouldn't you know, on homework 5, the same student also copied word, like, line by line on another Chegg thing. And I don't have as definitive of proof in this case, but like, you know, given the fact that I had found a previous example, I am more inclined to believe it. You know what I mean? It's kind of incredible that, like, you know, obviously they hadn't been confronted yet, so, you know, we can just assume that, like, they were operating under the idea that, like, they hadn't been caught. So, whatever. Not gonna double jeopardy them. But it was just like, okay, really? That was something I saw that morning. And so after class, my advisor, a very, like, he's a really nice person. And he's a very caring and very, like, down-to-earth person. And wants to, like, very nice. He's, like, the ideal PhD advisor. He's excellent. I have known this man to be nothing but, like, calm, collected, unangry, patient. He's very patient. That's a great way to describe it. And he started patiently, you know. He asked the student, do you know why I wanted to set up a meeting today? And the student actually straight up said, actually, no, I don't know why. Like, in that tone, you know, like, no, I don't know why. What's going on? You know, like, oh. It was very, like, okay. And so, he ripped Guy's eyes through his nose, didn't he? I'm, like, let me tell you this. They got into a discussion about, you know, the work on their homework, and he outright said, like, we have reason to believe that you cheated on this homework. On this problem in particular, that you copied your answer verbatim. And the student said, no, I was using a second edition of the book. And I was like, fair, except I didn't say fair. Like, I'm standing off to the side like a little dipshit. Like, they're sitting facing each other, and I'm just sort of standing off to the side. Like, oh, I'm just here too, by the way. And I said I was not able to find a second edition copy of the textbook that had this part of the problem. And the student said, oh yeah, like I realized I was using a second book. And I said, well, you should make sure you're using the 4th edition, because every single question from the book is from the 4th edition, and they change the problem numbers sometimes. You know, off to the side with a sword. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I was the retainer. That's a great way of putting it. That's a much cooler way of putting it. And so, my advisor then, you know, they had their back and forth and explaining, but my advisor said, okay, I just want you to do this problem. Like, what is this problem? And the student said, oh yeah, I know I did it wrong. I should have done it. The answer is gonna look something like this. And my advisor said, well, that's great, but that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, how did you get to your original answer? And the student said, okay, I'll do it on the chalkboard. And my advisor said, yes, please do, right? And the student starts writing out the equation. It's like a 3/2 times K times T, basically. It's like a thermal neutron thing, right? And essentially, the student says, oh yeah, for the 3/2, instead of 3/2, I put into my calculator 3/20. Like, okay, let's break that down for a second, right? Let's really think about that for a second. The problem in the equation uses 3/2 kt squared, or kt something. Like, I don't remember the exact equation, and I don't need to, because the important part is it's 3/2. Why the fuck would you type a 0 afterward? A 3/2 versus 3/20? Like, what, are you gonna put a 3/2.0? Like, no, give me a break. Like, honestly, don't give me that bullshit. Do not give me that bullshit. And so, my advisor, you know, saying like, okay, but how did you get to that then? You know, like, how did you get to your final answer? Can you just get to your final answer that you put on the homework? And the student basically was like, it must have been a calculator error, right? Like, I just punched it into my calculator wrong. Which, like, you know, defense by negligence. I see, like, defense by incompetence. Okay, cool. That doesn't fly. Like, that straight up does not fly, because if you cannot recreate a problem and you're being accused of copying it, the only way you're going to be able to recreate it is if you copy it. It's like, and the other thing too is the student was like, oh yeah, I know it should be this, after I had graded all of the homeworks so they knew what it should have been from asking another student. Like, this is, it's dumb. It was like, just admit it. Just admit that you copied your work on one problem, because all your other answers were right and I couldn't find them online. So it's clear that you, like, understand this to some effect. Just, like, be honest. Just don't lie, because if you lie about this and we find out that you are lying and we find out that you have copied your homework, then we do have to ruin your life potentially. Like, and that's just due process. That is literally the rules we have to follow or we get in trouble. And that's not what I want to do. That's not what my advisor wants to do. And that's not what you want. So just, like, own up to it. Own up to it in some way. I don't care if it was like, you know, even if it was an excuse as simple as I ran out of time and I wanted to submit something because I want a good grade. Like, we will understand. Like, that is part of the thing, is you have to understand sometimes when you aren't going to make deadlines, and then you can go from there. So, like, I just think, as someone who has been in their shoes, who in freshman year, like, I will admit that I used Chegg on homework for statics my freshman year because I didn't understand it as well as I could have. And then I realized, uh-oh, I could get in real trouble here. I should go to office hours instead. And look where I am now. Like, I am not a straight A student. Well, okay, I am now. But, like, in grad school, that's a very different straight A than undergrad, you know? I did not graduate summa cum laude. I was never at the top of my class. And I'm still here at, like, the #1 program for nuclear engineering in the country for graduate degrees, getting my PhD and teaching you. So if you're telling me that if you just be real with me, like, I'm not going to be mad at you. I have been there. Look at me, I'm still using Chegg. This time I'm using it to solve its work, and this time I'm actually getting reimbursed for it. Look, it was checkmate. And the student never admitted to it. They never admitted. Oh, there's Belch. The student.
You're since I have to flood you because you're a friend, but actually you're just a commoner. I'm the mortal enemy of your kind.
Mini barf. It was Checkmate. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good title for this whole bit. Checkmate. Because, like, after basically being unable to defend their work, the student basically just sort of sat there, never admitted to cheating, but my advisor said, just don't do this again or we will have to file a report with the university. And they said, okay. Like, never admitting to it, but basically doing everything but outright saying I used Chegg to answer my homework. And, like, I feel for this student because I know for a fact that, like, undergrad is hard, especially in nuclear engineering. Is my advisor angry? I'll talk on that momentarily because I do have. It was a good conversation we had afterward. Like, I understand. I have been there. I know what it's like to really fucking struggle with concepts in the field that I'm doing. And I know that, like, I am not this student, and this student has different life circumstances. I understand. But at some point, Students need to learn that going to office hours, asking for help, getting it, is just, it's so crucial to their success. Especially when they get into courses related to their field, you know? Like, if you don't understand it, get help, because this is what you're studying for the rest of your college career. So, yeah. You know, what they did is basically, you know, like the fucking American way. Never give up, never surrender, you know? It's disappointing. Because you don't want to ever have to see that on a thing. And you do not want to be responsible for someone else's, like, well-being, you know? Like, I'd never want to be the person who ruins another person's life. In any capacity. So, yeah. What's going on here? No problem here. What would you like? I want croissant. Jeff. Nope, Paula. Village full of interesting people just ahead. Go there and take a good rest. Your party's all together again. Oh, it's like... I've heard the Saturn Valley's up ahead. Oh boy. So, to sort of wrap everything up, my advisor and I, you know, talked about it, because this is something that, you know, as a grad student, I don't anticipate being a tenure track faculty. Like, you know, if I wanted to do that, I'd probably be pretty good at it, but I just don't think academia is, like, where I see myself, right? But I still want to be the best teacher I can be. And I want to be helpful. I want to, like, help them succeed, because that is what my job is. And we talked about that. And so he talked, and, like, we talked about, like, our experiences in undergrad and how we both have experienced situations where we were accused of cheating. I was accused of cheating my senior year, spring 2020, because I was accidentally cheating on a computer science, like, numerical linear algebra course where I was working on homeworks with another student, but I was submitting my own work and doing it all. I was, like, talking concepts and ideas with another student. And that was apparently cheating according to the syllabus. And so and the professor during a lecture one day said, "I know some of you are cheating. You do not, if you come forward and talk to me, there will be no punishment. But if you do not come forward, and we have proof that you are cheating, well, you are going to be having a very bad time." Yeah, I think I've talked about this a little bit. And so I went forward, and I said, "Hey, like, I've done this. If it is a mistake, then I apologize. It will not happen in the future." And he basically said, this professor from my senior year, he was like, "It's a good thing you have brought it to light to me. We did not have you on the list, but, you know, it is very noble of you for doing this. And that is why, you know, we expect you to continue to do great work, but just beware. Don't do that." And I said, "Yes, sir." And so I told, you know, my advisor about that, and my advisor replied with an experience that he had when he was an undergrad about how during an exam, a classmate of his asked him for answers during an exam, and he gave it to them, and they both got caught, and they both got zeros. Like, that happened to my advisor. And, like, you know, that it just goes to show that some of the most brilliant minds in like, anywhere, really smart people make mistakes. And they can still go on and learn and do the right thing. And they had to learn the hard way that that's not something you should do. But the point is that they learned. And that's why we didn't file a report to the university, because we hope the student will learn that what they did is not going to fly. You know, like, if they do it again, we will take action. But it's It's like, we will give you a warning. Because it's frankly what a student deserves. Especially when it's a homework problem worth 1 point. Like, it's not even worth, like, 60% of the grade on an exam. It is literally worth 1 point. So I really don't... I don't intend to, like, be... I'm mainly upset that this happened at all and that I had to, like, experience this, but it is a really good learning experience. So, for me, because it reminds me, one, that, like, people make mistakes and they should be, you know, offered a second chance, but not a third. And that I am smart enough and capable enough to identify cheating when it happens. Like, holy shit, when does that happen, you know? Like, huh. So that is my tale. That is what I have worked through in the last week and a half. Very strange experiences all around. Cannot say I ever like, I know that, like, there's always, like, oh, someone-so used a chegg on their homework and cheated. Like, but never have I been on the other side of that. I've never been on the other side of that. It's kind of wild. Like, I think it's just so embarrassing that the student just was not even able to defend themselves, you know? Like, that, to me, is what really... is just like, if you're going to cheat, do it smartly. Do it in a way that you won't get caught. And again, the professor, my advisor, literally said this to the whole class. He said, if you are going to do this, you better hope that we don't catch you. Because if we catch you, that means a lot of bad things for you, both in terms of learning and in terms of the rest of your college experience. So, I hope you've had an interesting listening experience to that. That is the extent of it. That is what I am, that was my week. In addition to my 3 other projects, yeah, so I'm grading homeworks and then I have 3 different things I'm going to be presenting at the next group meeting. So, such is the life of a grad student. I would love a heal right now. A bomb? Anyway, chat, you ever cheated on homework before? You know anyone who ever has? I knew someone who cheated on homework pretty regularly in undergrad. He dropped out of engineering kind of immediately. After, like, 1 semester, he was like... Or no, after 1 year. It was at the end of the first year. Yeah, serious time over. Yeah. A bomb is like healing in reverse. Yeah. Yes, Snake, it is, in fact, over. I'm gonna save that bomb. Well, it's a good thing I sprayed the insecticide. Yes, serious time is over. Oh, Snake, thank you for cheering 100 bits. Thank you. Wow. That's awful kind of you. Yeah, like, I'm gonna wait till the fight's over to heal Jeff. How are you, Snake? What's up? PSI Fire Beta. Let's go. Alright, let's use... Like, it's weird. This game has a very weird feeling of progression, because I can never tell if, like, I'm actually making progress. And, like, full heals, like, I'm never really at full health, so it's hard to gauge how much I've grown, you know? And I'm like almost out of PSI entirely. I thought it'd make the Megalovania noise. It didn't. You gotta do the sound alerts. You gotta use bits to do the sound alerts. You took a midterm at 8 AM? Oh, that's hell. Let's just throw this bomb. Wait, let's throw the bomb at the frogs. And I flew into DC in the afternoon. What are you doing in DC? What are you doing in DC, my friend? Is there any way to recover PSI? Like, that is a real, actual kind of, like, annoyance I have. I simply do not understand to redeem the funny more notes. Visiting friends. Hell yeah. Where in DC are they? Are they like Georgetown or are they like, you know, somewhere else? Let's spy on this thing. PSI fire. Well, if I had... Oh, okay. Let's use a boiled egg on Jeff. Yeah, if I could use... Oh, I could use PSI freeze. That's good. Yeah, if I had PSI... I would do it. But I can't. Let's see, What? 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 Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. It just revived them all. What do you mean Paula's prey can revive enemies? Why would I ever use that then? Why the fuck would I ever use that game? That's so stupid. Oh my god. You can't see it, but I'm like head on my shoulder like, Whatever. Just like whatever, man. I need to heal anyway. Okay. And I need to get money out of the fucking ATM, and I need to get enough money to pay for a hotel, and to get the fucking... It's fine, I didn't have that much money anyway. I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind. Let's just take $1,000 out now. Let's take... Yeah, let's take $1,000 out. What's the worst that can happen? We $1,000 in the fucking shit bag. It's fucking shit. Like, what even does a fucking backstage pass do anymore? I'm gonna call the fucking ambulance, so I can rewind, but like, I was gonna have to go here anyway. And I'm trying to be very conservative with my rewinds. And I was like that close to Saturn Valley too, wasn't I? Fuck. Thanks for the clip, Snake. I started drooling. It's okay, I'll be fine. I'm just like hot too, you know? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm wearing a hoodie and it's still too hot to wear a hoodie, like a really baggy hoodie. But I need to put on something because I'm not wearing anything under the hoodie. So I'm gonna be right back because I need to get more water as well. Drink water. Okay. A little, I'm back. I got my water. I'm happy-ish. Let's get back to Saturn Valley. What the fuck? I literally just called them. Oh, it's because I... Oh, it's because I went on break. I want you to pick up so I can give you my backstage pass. Like, when am I ever gonna need a backstage pass? Ever again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm feeling? Here we are. Here we are. Oh, this is the escargot. Yeah, I can... $18. Up to 3 things. A backstage pass. Like, I don't even know what a ruler and a protractor are gonna do. A cheap bracelet. And... you can... I don't use the bicycle. Just take the bicycle. I don't need it. Stretch, everybody. Oh, yeah. Alright, now we are going to go... Oh, if it's flashing, it's better, right? I'm gonna try and sell some stuff. Can you take my, baseball cap? My sweaty baseball cap? Speaking of baseball, those Twins, how about the Minnesota Twins? Minnesota Twins won their first baseball series, like playoff series, since 2002. The last time the Twins had won a playoff series, I was 4. Isn't that crazy? Oh, actually, I do want a calorie stick. The last time the Minnesota Twins won a playoff game up until Tuesday was 2004. The last time the Twins had won a playoff game up until this year, I was 6. They had an 18-game losing streak that was broken this year. This week, we have lived through sports history. The longest playoff win drought in North American sports history is over. And to me, that's fucking poetry. Like, that's... I've lived the history of being the fan. The Twins look really good. Like, honestly, the Twins look like they could make a deep run. If the Twins make the World Series, it'll be the first time a Minnesota sports team has made a championship game since 1991 when the Twins won the World Series. Like, now is that time. So I'm actually pretty optimistic. Like, for a Minnesota sports fan, I'm shockingly optimistic. Fire and Flash. Got it. Ah, Nest does not have any PSI. Alright, that's fine. Did something mysterious. So yeah, I'm a big Minnesota sports homer. The Vikings are being kinda weird right now, but the Twins look good. So I'm a Twins fan, first and foremost, right now. And I know, oh, baseball. Ugh, who cares about baseball? It's a slow game where nothing happens. That's where you're wrong, folks. It's a slow burn kind of game. You get to experience tension like no one's ever had. So, why do you make it sound so romantic? Because sports is fundamentally and inherently romantic. It's two sides, two groups of people just fighting for something, like a win. Whatever a win is, the glory of winning. You know, it's fundamentally absurd because life goes on even without sports, and yet we like sports. We watch sports. We look for the stories in sports because sports is fundamentally, I think, it's a mechanism to tell stories. It's a way to create urban myths and legends. It's a way for us to create our own history of the warriors when warriors no longer exist, right? Like, we can romanticize people on two different sides of two different fields who fundamentally might stand for the same thing, but, you know, we live to be able to tell the tales of their glory, even if their glory is that they managed to hit a grand slam in the World Series. A game, something that is only done by swinging a stick of wood at a ball made of twine and leather, and they hit it 400 feet. You know, like, it's fundamentally absurd, but, like, it's also so beautiful in the way that you can just tell a story through sports. You can learn about the society that supports the sports team. You can learn about the people who root for those teams. You can learn about the world around those sports teams and what those sports teams do for the world around them. Like, I am completely genuine when I say that, like, sports is one of the most important things to keep society in line, because it allows people who have nothing in common to have something in common. That's why I think sports is so romantic. There's something inherently romantic about sports. It's the stories they can tell. It's the excitement and glory that people can give, you know? Like, these are the kinds of thought I lay in as I lay in bed at night. You must love it a lot. I mean, look, I don't know. I played sports. I've coached sports. I watched sports. Sport is like the act of watching someone do something, basically. Like, in a way, this is almost a sport in and of itself. Like, if you watch competitive video games in some capacity, that is a sport, in my opinion. Like, Super Smash Bros. Melee is an e-sport, which is a subset of a sport. Like, it's in the name. So I love sports. I think sports are often something that I can apply hope to when I otherwise don't have that. It's absurd. Like, I have no influence on the way that, you know, a sports team plays. But I think a team, you know, like the Minnesota Vikings, who have never won a Super Bowl despite being the best team never to win a Super Bowl, like, when it happens, it's going to be incredible. The euphoria of, like, finally seeing my team win is going to be incredible. I'm not, like, on it for, like, the bandwagon, and I'm not on it for the sake of, like, oh, woe is me, you know? Like, I'm not, like, also I'm not in, like, the fallacy of, like, oh, I've been on, it's not sunk cost fallacy either. Like, this team, for better or for worse, it keeps me, like, interested in, like, the lives of other people in some way, and it's a great way for me to connect with other people when I'm a big fucking nerd otherwise. Like, I can talk to the people who look different from me, who live different lives, and I can say, oh, do you watch football? Oh, do you watch baseball? Oh, how do you feel your team is going to do? Like, oh, we root for rival teams, but we can, you know, agree upon, like, the fact that we hate this other team, you know? Like, there's just so many different ways to experience sports. Even if you think, like, oh, sports ball, ha 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 ha, you know, like, look, you don't have to care. It's about it's feeling like you belong. I think that's a really important thing about sports, is it allows you to feel like you belong to something. Whether you're the player, whether you're the fan. You belong. Even if it means you just do the bare minimum and you root for the same team that guy over there does, you know? I think sports are really important. Like, you don't have to play sports. I'm not gonna ask you to play sports. But to some people, sports are a lot, and they mean a lot to them. And, like, it is absolutely, like, absurd. It is so not, like, there is no meaning in sports. There's no inherent meaning to sports in the sense that, like, the world will go on regardless of who wins or who loses the Super Bowl. But we can find meaning in life through things that maybe don't matter. You know, like, we can find meaning. We can make our own meaning. We can contextualize our lives based on sports. You don't have to, but you can. And I think that that's really important. I don't believe in sports. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. Red Antoid became tame. I'm a big Minnesota sports fan. And they let me down a lot. They may never make it up to me. But you know, like, it ties me to my hometown. It ties me to the place where I grew up. And it's a shared history that I shared with the people who also spent those years rooting for those teams and experiencing the same absurd suffering that I felt. Ooh-wee. What sport do you like to watch the most? Football. I definitely like watching football the most because, like, it's easy enough to, like, just not pay attention for certain parts and then come back. Baseball's good too. It really depends on the context, because, like, sometimes I like just turning on stuff and then falling asleep. I'm becoming an old man. But, like, I understand why people like watching golf, because you can just, like, come back to it, and it's like, oh yeah, that's golf. You know, it's like, this team's up, you know? My dad has developed a foolproof way to watch football. He'll turn on the game, he'll fall asleep in the middle of the first quarter, he'll wake up at the end of the third quarter, and he'll watch the last quarter. Because, like, if the Vikings are winning, then cool, there's something to watch. If they're down and they look like crap, well, he slept through it anyway. You know, like, that's just kind of how it is. Having golf on the TV in the background. Yeah, same with like that and tennis, you know? Like tennis is also one of those ones where you can like watch it. PSI fire and freeze and paralysis and brain shock. Let's use freeze then. Beach volleyball is super entertaining. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, they're just, like, fun to watch, too. Like, you're watching me play a video game, right? Like, you're watching me play a game, do a series of tasks in my eventual goal to finish this game, right? In a way, if I were competing against someone beyond the game, that might be like watching a sport. I think that, like, in the grand scheme of things, watching sports is a lot more of a universal thing than people might realize, especially to people who don't like watching the traditional sports of, like, basketball, baseball, football, hockey, volleyball, soccer. You know? It's like, if you watch esports, if you watch speedruns, that's like a type of sport. Now, I haven't acknowledged it, but the Saturn Valley...
Refill Groove! I-ho, me Mr. Saturn! This place all are Mr. Saturn!
Wait, actually... Yeah, so I just haven't acknowledged it yet, but... We're in Saturn Valley, by the way.
I've got the Saturn Zoom, and I can repair your body. Doing? Boing? Do you want me to operate on you, Ding? You're all fixed up, goody!
Hell yeah. Didn't restore my PP, but... Saturn Valley. One of the few things I did know about this game long before playing it.
Once upon a time, and we were many, everybody slowly, less, boing?
This is a very... Now, why is your telephone all the way up there? I'm gonna save my game. Okay, I forget what calling mom does. Do you want to slumber? KO! Good morning. What is the name of the Saturn Valley theme? It's like... It's something a little ridiculous, and I can't remember it, and I used to remember it. Let's see what it is. It's like, Me Talk Pretty One Day or something. Oh, it's Hi, that's what it is. We look like same. I give you special thing. Not now, Zoom. I give you on the way back. Boing, boing, lay, bye, later. You have $1780. We trade the Horn of Life. We trade Secret Herb. Base secret behind Grapefruit Falls. Password, I tell. Bella man say password. Then stand still, wait for 3 minutes. Okay. Sorry, what? That a guy boing? Scary guy boing. Grapefruit Falls. Scary, sick, barfy. Going la 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 ding scary. Me Talk Pretty One Day was a very funny book. I liked it. It's a good book. I enjoy David Sedaris' writing. I went and saw him live one time and he signed my journal. He wrote, "This is Voltage's anal sex diary. Keep out." And I just replied to him, Wait, how did you know? Alright, I've got to head out. Good luck. Good night, Amelia. Thank you so much for showing up. You come buying, you can sell too. I'm Mr. Saturn. I do for you. What are you buying? Horn of Life. What does the Horn of Life do? What does the secret herb do? I'll buy the secret herb. I hope I didn't just buy some bullshit. I hope I didn't just buy like oregano when I'm trying to buy weed. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. What is this? Welcome to the automatic... Oh, ATM. I'm gonna buy the Horn of Life. Why not? And we'll see if it was an irresponsible purchase. Peanut cheese bar. Which of you will carry this burden? Alright, what is the Horn of Life? So it's the same as the fucking secret herb. Ooh, a bionic slingshot and a great charm. Ooh. That one is 44. What do you think about that price? These fuckers have the strangest little text, and I love it. I love it so. Let's get another 1,000. Thanks, Dad. Let's get the bionic slingshot and then equip it to Ness. Ness does the slingshots, right? Ness has kooky much junk. Alright, let's, goods will... What is a rust promoter? Oh. I see. We'll give the pencil eraser to Jeff. And then we'll give Jeff... Ness... Hold on. Menuing is hard. Menuing is difficult. Give me a sec. And we're gonna equip. Okay. You want to sell things at me? Minor league bet. Oh, Trev! Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? We are in Saturn Valley in EarthBound. We are going to be buying a bionic slingshot for... No, we'll buy a great charm. Yeah, we'll buy a great charm. Why not? We'll equip it to, We'll equip it to this. Oh, and thank you so much for subscribing at tier 1. You're so epic. You're so cool. What were you up to, Trev? What were you doing, my friend? I hope you were doing something worthwhile. Something you felt was beneficial. Playing some Balatro, a poker roguelike. Whoa, that's kind of cool. I've never heard of that before. Is it, like, new? Lots of friends taken behind falls. Why? Why? Boing. Threed is zombie full. I saw bad stink behind falls. Zoom. This ladder is too big. They made the ladder too big. I kind of love that. It's only a demo right now. Interesting. I don't play many new games these days, honestly. Like, it's kind of weird. I only play games that have come out in the last 40 years. Sudden Guts Pill. A protractor. What does a protractor even do? You can even use this during battle, and it does nothing. Okay, so should I just, like... I don't know. Okay, that's useful. Look, I'm gonna eat a skip sandwich, and then... And then get this broken spray can, and then I'm faster for, like, just a moment. Look, we are zooming. Oh my god, Saturn Valley. I'm gonna call the Escargo Express and have them take away the protractor and ruler. It's only in demo right now, though. I think the newest game I've played is Tears of the Kingdom. Ugh, flip. Okay, let's get rid of this goddamn protractor. Let's get rid of the ruler. And get rid of the protractor again. Why do I have two protractors? And then if I give the broken spray can to Jeff, that should, like, do something, right? If I go to sleep? We'll see. I'm gonna try it. By the way, fun fact, during the break, I had to take off my hoodie because I was, like, too hot. And I put on a shirt that, like, upon putting it on, I realized I wore this shirt over 10 years ago. Like, I'm able to fit into the shirt that I wore in 2013. And you know, that's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty pleased with that. But it also means that, like, I have shirts that are so old. Why would I ever wear them? Ah, yes. I love being on the ledge that leads to nowhere in Saturn Valley. Now, how do I get up there? That is a duck. And this is the store. Okay. So, like, there's a waterfall I need to go to. And there's that hot spring there. So it's around here. Right now we're just vibing. We're just vibing in the Earthbound, vibing in the Earthbound. No problem here. Is there just like a part of town I'm missing or something? Alright, well, I'll just leave, I guess. I know the password, at least. Maybe that's all I need. Ah, yes. Now I can use PSI Fire. Oh, yeah. Look, now we're doing okay. Paula's level 20. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hello? Hey, Dad. Are you calling right at the 2-hour play mark? I've been playing for 2 hours. More or less. Yeah, Saturn Valley is like the one thing from EarthBound I knew well in advance of playing. Well in advance, you know? Like, I'm talking like... I used this music... I used the music in like my RPG Maker game I made back in high school. For like a silly little area, you know? It was meant to be a shitpost area, which is like what Saturn Valley is, if you really think about it, so it makes sense. Why are there so many foes? The Armored Frog and its cohorts. Let's use PSI Freeze on the Armored Frog, and I'm gonna spy on the Plain Crocodile. PSI Freeze. Okay, cool. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm gonna use fucking Life Up on Ness. And PSI Freeze on the Crocodile, and we're just gonna shoot the farm zombie. Holy shit, 400 damage? That is a lot. Okay, so let's just shoot the farm zombie and use PSI Freeze on the frog, and that'll be good. It's nice having PP. Like, that is one of my complaints in some games, is like, when there's not a good way to heal or recover expendable points, you know? I think that was one of my biggest issues with Bug Fables, is that, like, it never felt like I had enough friend points to actively feel like I could take control of the situation. You know what I mean? Like, I was always out of TP. And that's not good. Like, I think that's my actual, like, only major flaw with Bug Fables. Which, admittedly, is kind of a big flaw when you think about it. But, like, it's kind of here in this game, but, like, butterflies are just kind of random. And, like, I guess sleeping at hotels is good and everything, but... yeah, having Saturn Valley just be a free heal is, very nice. So... okay, so that doesn't kill the Plain Crocodile on just one. Okay, good. Beat the scroll, that's good. Beat the scroll. Oh, here's that thing. Oh, chat, you know what time it is! memories. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius, if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, chat? Say, fuzzy pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. Always bring back the fondest memories. No problem here. Say the password. All right, 3 minutes. Right now. So all we need. Oh yeah. Let's see what's popping on the social medias. Huh? Holy Toledo and the Great Burrito is my main man Voltage. Hey boss, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? We're playing EarthBound. I got to Saturn Valley. I got behind this waterfall. We're here now. How are you? What are you up to? Are you writing? Are you having a grand old time? With the WGA orders, maybe want to end my vacay early so I can write stuff since all my programs are getting reset. You should finish your vacation. Like, ride it out. It'd be good to do. I know you want to, but you know what? Vacation is just as important. Did Kissinger die? Oh. Nope, Kissinger's still alive. Never mind. But Kat would kick me in the shin if I started working again. You know how Kat can be. She means well, even if she has to act by brute force. She always means well. She's good. She's a good egg. A very good egg. Anyway, what's going on? I'm waiting for 3 minutes to get behind the waterfall. You missed my story of catching a student potentially, you know, cheating on homework. Drink water. I'm drinking water. And stretch too. Okay. Trunk stretch. Here we go. Oh, great. That's how I know I'm getting old. Okay, you may enter. I'm getting old because I'm going when I stretch. What is this place?
Did you bring some fly, honey?
Don't drop it. What is this? Is a save? No! I've been getting old for a long time, so I feel like we're all getting old in this bitch of an earth. On this hellhole. This shiest hole of a flippin'... Yeah, this place. You know the ones. I'm good though. I mean, like, ultimately, I'm doing pretty well for myself, I'd say. I think I'm quite pleased with how life is going, and I'm being patient on the things that I have to be patient on, and I still haven't gotten the survivor call, which is really sad because, you know, it's what's keeping me going. But, you know, I mean, like, it's whatever, man. I mean, it's how it goes. And I'm just, like, doing what I need to do in life right now. Like, I'm at the right place to be for being 25. I think that's, like, all I really can kind of ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be in so much worse of a spot right now. And I'm doing pretty well for myself, I gotta say. Yeah, you and Voltage are good. That's what's going on, though. Like, I ran tonight, which was good. I did my laps. I try to run at least 20 miles a week. Tonight, I got, like, a little over 5.5. So I'm at, like, 11 on the week overall right now, which is cool. Tomorrow is Friday. I have an 8-hour measurement running right now, which is kind of fire. I'm measuring a cesium source to try and demonstrate, like, collimator. So, like, basically what we're doing is we're putting a tungsten block, 2 tungsten blocks in front of a detector to shield from gamma rays, basically. And it's, so that we see, like, the specific line of the collimator. And what my plan is to make that line smaller or thinner and see how thin we can get it before we can't, like, see it exactly. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. Unfortunately, that's in the lab. And I can remote into the lab, but I haven't, like, done much with that right now because it's Thursday. I mean, I'm gonna go into the lab tomorrow, and odds are, if everything works out, it'll be good. And if everything doesn't work out, then I'll just start a new measurement going, and then I'll come home and I'll just work from home for the rest of the day because I can't literally do anything else except for make my group meeting slides. So, yeah. A foppy. What's a foppy? PSI fire, freeze, paralysis, brain shock. Okay. It's like Friday in an hour and some, so like, I'm excited. I love Friday, and I'm very excited. Friday is gonna be a very interesting Friday. I was gifted some things by a friend of mine. They're lemon-like. They are a baked good lemon bars that you would not want to bring to a church gathering. I'll just say very, like, simply like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it'll be interesting to see just what happens, because we sampled them to make sure, you know, they tasted good. Last night we had to make sure that they tasted right, you know? And, not only did they taste right, they stuck with us for a very long time. And, like, the flavor was just in our, like, on our minds the whole time. It was bizarre. So, and that was, like, a small, like, fraction of it, you know? So it will be interesting. Hang on, I'm gonna make the sound that Master Belch makes when he's serving some Gygus guide that I cannot believe. So that might happen on Friday, I don't know. And then it's just like, you know, I have a conference in a month in Vancouver, and then to DC, and then afterwards it's Thanksgiving, and then afterwards it's Christmas, and then afterwards it's New Year's, and then afterwards it's 2024. And I really, like, I haven't thought much about 2024 beyond, like, it'll be 2024, it'll be cool. So I'm good. What's your vacation like, Jotun? Lion Jotun. What are you up to? Where do you find yourself? Ness misses home. Ness misses home. That's fair, man. I mean, we'll go home sometime soon. I miss home too. It's been a while since I've been home myself. It'll be good to do. IQ capsule. A broken laser. Let's give that to Jeff. I get the feeling a boss is coming up. I wish that I had a heal. Ow. Alright, it's fine. I'll just mash. I think I'm able to mash pretty effectively on these things. These foppies are not that scary. They're little red balls with little dark eyes. And I'm leveling up all the while. So, like, I don't mind. This is a very bizarre space, by the way. Can I just say, like, this is nothing like anything else in the game so far. It's, like, fantastical. You got piles of barf kidnapping Mr. Saturns to make fly honey in a factory behind a waterfall. That's, like, kind of weird. Nice. That's different. Isn't it weird, too, how, like, some of the most imposing places in video games are also the places that give you the most things and the most heals, because it's, like, right before a boss. Mostly bad fly. I think I'm gonna go on a run tomorrow, outdoors. It's gonna be like 50-some degrees, so it's like perfect running weather. After like weeks of summer, which I love summer. I'm a big summer fan. But after like, you know, last week where it was still 80 degrees, I'm like, this sucks. Give me not that. And now it rained today, and now the front is moved through, and now here we are. I'm quite excited to finally be at what feels like autumnal weather. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just ready for it. I think I'm ready for fall. It's not that I want summer to end. I'd never want summer to end if I had the choice, but like, I'm ready to embrace my wardrobe being mostly cool weather clothes. You know, stuff that I can layer. I'm ready for that. I'm not ready for the snow. I'm not ready for the fucking awful rain that happens in Michigan, apparently. Like, it rained the past 2 winters in Michigan. You know how stupid that is, in my opinion? That's annoying. A calorie stick. Let's have her eat that calorie stick, honestly. Okay, I need to see what some of these items do, because, like, what does a sudden guts pill do? Okay. What does a vital capsule do? Well, let's use it on Paula. HP sucker. The HP sucker. Right, turn it around now. The HP sucker. Items for Jeff. Suck some HP from the target. Oh. Okay, well then we'll give it to, well, let's give it to Jeff. Why can't I trade it with Jeff? No worries, Lion Newton. Thanks for... Jeff can what? Oh, can equip this weapon. Alright, well, let's eat the picnic lunch. And then we'll give Jeff the HP sucker. Check it out now. The HP sucker.
Assigned and threed.
Yes. The silly little pile. The slimy little pile. I love that. What are you weak to? Paralysis. Nest lost all motivation in battle. Oh, we need to call our mom. We can call her, Ness. It'll be okay. Oh, that's not a great... Yeah, let's just, yeah. I know, Ness, I know, we... Fuck. We gotta get out of this fight, dude. We can't call Mom until we get out of here. Alright, well, let's just use PSI healing on Jeff and... Alright. Alright. Fuck. Okay, come on. This is kind of just happening, and... Okay. Where is the HP sucker? Did I not give him the HP sucker? Okay. Okay. Let's just, like, get the tears out of our eyes and fucking get a move on. Okay. Just get out of there. I'm not fighting those. Why are there so many enemies now? Oh, man. I'm just like, oh my god, there's so many enemies in the enemy's base. Why? Yeah, you know what I mean? There's so many enemies in the enemy base. Gee, I wonder why, you know? Okay. I need a telephone. Hello, Steam Buns, how are you? How are you doing? You say good day, but it's 10:32 p.m. for me, which is always just a little funny to me. I'm well, how are you? Are you enjoying life? Are you doing everything that must be done in life? I'm looking to kill these mostly bad flies. I'm mostly trying to just do everything possible. Okay. Let's just one enemy at a time. Just one enemy at a time. Okay, slimy piles down. I'm still. How has your evening been? It's been good. I got my running in. I got some, you know, I'm playing video games on the internet and people are watching me do that. So like, literally things could be much, much worse than how they... You know, I gotta get back into running. It's fun. Like, I do it around a track where 10 laps is a mile. It's, like, not a convenient track. Let's put it that way. Like, it is out of utility that I go to this track. Because, like, otherwise, if I had my choice, I would try to go to, like... I would run outside all the time, but, like... Or I would go around a track that was much larger. I think that's kind of the big one, too. But, like, it's just not convenient to get to. That's the reality of it, though. Oh, you. I'm so woefully not ready for this. I'm fortunate to have a really nice park next to my house. That's good. That's really good. Running also makes me feel sick, and it tortures my throat from breathing so hard. Running high... Is run as high really real? It is. It is. You have to go slowly. You have to go slowly and build it up. And over time, you'll get that feeling of euphoria. But it's real. I guarantee it. Why? Because I've had it before. I like going for it, honestly. Like, I love when I get the runner's high. It's so good. Really recommend if you can get it, but you have to go in. Because it's a super jumbo pack. It's really fun. What does that even feel like? I used to take track and field and I feel like I never experienced it. It's the idea where you're so in the zone that, like, you have this, like, novel experience almost. You're like, whoa! Look at the trees, look at the world, look at the thing out there. Like, the entire world is at your disposal. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's like a full body thing. Get ready for the worst fight of your life, the pain of true nausea. Look. Master Belch. Let's use a PSI fire, and we'll spy on you. Open to hypnosis. Oh, well that's good. That's great. I hate the feeling of nausea. Being nauseous sucks. What if I took a sudden guts pill for this? And then I just whacked away, you know? And I'll use my HP sucker. Nope. Oh, great. Just great. Why do I even pray? Nausea is literally so bad. I quit running because people track kept throwing up. Yeah, I've thrown up from running before. I dry heave a lot. Like, in the past 2 races I've done, I've PR'd, but then I've immediately thrown up afterward. Or PB'd, I guess. You know what? Honestly, fuck this. I'm not gonna pray. I'm not. Man, fuck being out of my fucking. I can't see shit. I'm tired of that. Now I'm going to shoot, and it's going to be good. Maybe don't take that one out of context. You are a stronger person than I. I mean, like, I was running to high quality rips. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you could call that strong, but it was definitely, silly. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. No, fuck, I didn't want to auto-fight. Okay. Master Belch grabbed the fly, honey. Let's just launch a bottle rocket. Let's just throw a bomb. Can't use the bottle rocket. Ness cannot use the bottle rocket. Jeff needs to use the bottle rocket. Okay. Whatever, I'll use the secret herb on Jeff. Can I give... So you caught a virus from being exhausted. What the fuck? The last 400 meter made me sick for a week because I was dumb to complete with 0 training. Oh, friend. That is not ideal. I'm gonna lose this fight. Yeah. Okay. Where is this gonna put me? Okay, good. Do I still have... Okay, I have fly honey. Okay. How do I revive my friends? I'm so glad I quit running after that. Running's okay. How do I revive anyone? Mom, I need to talk to you. I'm gonna figure this out somehow. Ugh, I'm tired. I gotta wrap it up, folks. I'll figure out how to heal everyone. Fight Master Belch tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. This is good progress, though, I'd say. I'd say this was good progress. Let's find someone to raid. Let's see who we can send you to. Okie doke. Ah, yeah, that'll be that. I'll just wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good Thursday. Hope you have a great weekend. And we'll see you Monday for more Wind Waker. Have a great night. Have a good day. Wherever you are, keep the troubles away.